gosh. Hello. Oh, I just realized I forgot to turn on VTube Studio. And forgot to turn on... Oh my gosh. Hold up, hold up. We're doing that right now. I didn't forget about it. I can't believe I forgot about VTube Studio. Of all things to forget about, that probably was one thing I shouldn't have. This is so stupid. At least I have my face now. And it's moving. Yay! Okay. So, how are we doing? How are we feeling? Let me just turn off the BGM. And then we're gonna turn on the audio for this. See if you guys can hear anything. Can y'all hear anything? No? No? You guys can't even see anything. That is weird. Huh. Huh. Okay, I wonder why it's not working all of a sudden. Huh? Okay. I don't understand. You guys can hear it, right, though? I'm gonna increase the volume for this. Not bad. I can also hear it. Maybe it can be even a bit more louder. Even in my headphones as well. I mean, those aren't too different. I don't know why it's not showing up though. I wonder what's up with that. We're just gonna have to do window capture, unfortunately. Oh well, it's still fine. I had a moment today, and the reason why I'm saying this. So what was I doing? Yeah, I was making dinner. And it was already it was only 8 p.m. I don't usually have dinner that early because it just leaves me really hungry by this point of time of day. But today I had dinner really early and then I had soup as well. I had chili oil noodles for dinner and I made them and they were really good, but I feel like they could have been more spicy and I could have added more garlic and stuff. I didn't really do a very thorough job of cutting up that garlic. It was maybe a bit and I don't think the oil was hot enough. I don't know. There was a bunch of things that I felt like, oh, I could have definitely done that to make it a bit more fragrant, yada yada, etc., etc. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, after I ate those noodles, I was like, I'm still kind of hungry. I kind of want to eat a freaking I want to eat not this. Essentially, I was like, oh, I want to eat something else. I made myself soup. I filled up a whole bowl of it, being like, oh my god, I'm gonna drink all of this. And then I got so full so quick. And I still finished my bowl of soup and I still have leftovers somehow. But it's actually pretty good. It was alright. I'm really just I don't even know what I did the whole day. I did a little bit. I attended the volunteering meeting. And that was all. I did the volunteer meeting and did a little bit of that listening list that I was talking about. Uh, I just keep getting like realizing that there's just so much more than I thought there would be. There's like, holy crap, there's just so many, like, so many things that I will end up having to listen to. But hey, it's still good. It's all good. Yeah, am I right? It's still pretty alright. Like, I don't think it's the end of the world, that's for sure. But yeah, I didn't do much today. I just sort of like did a little bit of work for a few hours and then like kind of forgot about everything. I'm having a really weird day. I just didn't feel like doing anything. Even right now, this is mostly because like I'm like I have to hold myself accountable. I would have skipped out on stream going like I don't want to do anything. Like yesterday, after stream ended, right, I was so sleepy. I was so sleepy. I literally like turned off my PC and went straight to sleep. I didn't even brush my teeth. I didn't even do my nasal rinse. I didn't do nothing. I was like, I'm so sleepy. I need to sleep, and I went to sleep immediately. And I woke up at like 11 a.m. this morning. I'm going out with a friend tomorrow to like eat pizza. Uh, so like in that sense, it's like I have stuff to do tomorrow, so I do want to get stream over with before like 2 a.m. so I can actually sleep. Because if I don't, it's gonna be a bit like annoying. Like it's not gonna be nice for my friend who I might have to be like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna be late. Like those are not the vibes that we want to give, okay? This was also like a super impromptu plan. Like she was gonna come back to Singapore because she's like another student I know. She's like studying art therapy, um, and so like we met during orientation actually, and like we've been chit chatting here and there, but never really ever had time to actually go out and hang out together. Because like our schedules are so different. But I was like she was coming back to Singapore from her holiday back home this time, and like I was like, you know what? We should go out and have like a little like eating sesh somewhere, like get coffee or something. And then she posted a picture of this gorgeous pizza, and I was like, you know what we should do is go and have pizza. Like right now. And then I was like, let's go like on Wednesday. So that's tomorrow. This eating together conversation happened a few days ago, so that's why. Uh, I can't. I don't know anymore. I don't have brain cells left. Anyways, making music, right? We're going with the most like classic pop track. I also have like a can of Thumbs Up, which has a little bit of caffeine in it, hoping that it'll give me like a little bit of a energy hit and also a happiness hit. I don't know, like for the past couple of days, every single time it's like past like it's around dinner time, I start feeling like really bogged down, as if something is physically dragging me down. It's like really of like my emotions are like so weird at that point of time. Like it sort of starts bleeding into the rest of my night, which is not nice. Like nights are one of I think a part of it might be I haven't gone outside my house in like a few days for like fun reasons or even for non-fun reasons. Like I didn't leave my house yesterday and I didn't leave my house today. It just tells you that touching grass is so important and essential to your living. Like, mostly because I didn't have a reason to go outside. Like, yesterday, I just didn't want to. I was very comfy at home and I had like all that AC stuff happening. And today, I just didn't want to, like, at the first thing is like, I woke up so late that I didn't like I was planning to go and buy stuff, but like because I woke up so late, I just didn't want to anymore. I was like, I have stuff to do. And by the time I realized what time it was already time for me to attend that briefing. And yeah, very fun. Life is great though. Okay. I'm gonna do like the most classic thing. When I say classic pop track, I mean I even mean like the chords, like um pop chords, chord progression. 1 5 6 4. Uh you can do 1 6 4 5. Oh, okay. I feel like we should do a 1 5 6 3 4 1 4 5. We should just okay. We should build around the 1 5 6 4. Okay. 1 6 5 4 1 5 4 6. I don't know. We'll figure that out. If we do a like we could okay. I feel like one. This is so annoying. I don't have like my brain is doing things. I think I should do like I think we should it should be like I'm thinking 8 bar chord progression. I'm gonna write this down before I forget. So I feel like we could do like a 1 2 3 6. 1 2 3 6. Then back to 1. Maybe 1 2 3 6. So it would sound something like this. Then maybe we do 1 1 4 1 4 2 5. I don't know. I feel like that might be a good one or it might be bad. We can try playing it. But I don't like this piano sound, so let's change that to something else, shall we? It sounds good. This is I don't remember hearing this in a normal pop sound, but like it's using most of the major pop chords that you would normally hear anywhere. I need this thing to be louder in my ears, not gonna lie. I don't know if I want modern classic. Let's try deluxe modern. They all kind of sound the same. That's very, very similar. I don't want that. I like that though. It sounds pretty good. Let's try Wurlitzer, of course. No, those sound the same. We can try some of the more. Oh, wow. That was. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't sound the worst. I wanna see if we can do like. I think curly wurly is a good choice. Not that one. I don't. I want something that really punches through. I think. Not that one. Magneto. That's not. Nah, I don't like that. What about plastic wurly? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not bad. It's just like not my favorite. The delay is not ideal. Like if I mess with the delay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Not bad. Mm. Uh, no, I still don't like it a lot. Watery roads. Not that. Not that. Not that. Oh. Oh. I mean, it does sound. I don't like whatever that was. That's also not bad. Not gonna lie, I'm actually like. I like that. That's good. Reversed suitcase might be the one. Oh, we could also just check piano. Uh, that one's not bad either. What about the processed ones? Where did they get so many more? And why don't I remember seeing any of these? What's up with that? I like this. Wait, lucid recollection is nice. What about daylight? Oh, that's so pretty. That is very pretty. Oh my god. What about dusk? What about dusk? I like that too. It's 1, 4, 1, 5. There's a reason why this one is so classic, guys. I mean, okay, option number 2 if I don't want to do if I oh my god. If I don't want to do, we can do 1 1 4 1 5 1 4 2 5. This is also a good one, okay? Like I think this sounds good as well. Like here, listen to it again. The reason it sounds different is because this is on this is the third 5/3 basically. The B, sorry, 5/2, so the B is the third. The B is on the bottom, and for the 5 at the end, the D is on the bottom. So it's instead of it playing GBD like this, I played the first time I played BDG, and then the second time I played DGB. So they both sound a bit different just because of that, even though they're the same chord. Using what's the word? I forgot the word for it. How did I forget the word for this? An inversion. Oh my god. I kept trying to say inversion, but in my head all I could think of was excursion, and I was like, that's not the right word. That is definitely not the right word. So that's my real life learning. That's not the right word, Mew. Anyway, so using the inversion is definitely a good trick if you're trying to like play a chord in a way that evokes a different feeling, but you still want to use the same notes. I need to remember that more often. Okay, I feel like 1415, 1425 is a good one, mostly because it's just so classic. You do not get more pop than this, honestly. Ah, I don't know if I want to use Dusk or not, though. I'm gonna be honest, I think it sounds great, but I want to keep trying a few more. That is also so nice. What the heck? Why did I not know that this was there? That's also nice. That's too loud. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I really like the grain clouds. It it sounds good. Oh, ghost piano too. Holy shit. It's good. Let me try Oak Piano Dream Synth. Why does it sound so good? What the heck? Uh, that one's also good. What? I like the delay on that though. That is a nice delay. That's really nice. Oh, that's not bad either. Holy shit, there's just so many. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel like right now, Grain Clouds and Dusk are kind of like. Even Bokeh. I am impressed. I didn't realize that this stuff was there at all. By the way, we didn't even really test any of the other ones. I liked Squeeze Pop as well. Holy crap. I cannot make a choice. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's try to think about this, okay? What is it that I could possibly... What would make sense? I feel like... None of them are bad. That's the problem. I feel like Rain Clouds is really calling my name, though. Okay, okay, okay. Think about this. Think about this. All of them sound good. Oh my god. What does this one even do? I mean, I don't know. I can't pick. Oh my god. I think we keep Daylight. I feel like Daylight's the right move. Yeah, okay, Daylight. Let's just decide on some of these instruments, okay, guys? Like, I am gonna have a hard time thinking of things if I can't pick them right now. So let's pick a bass next. No, wait. No, wait. Wait. I feel like actually maybe we should pick like a drum kit first. Uh let's see, let's look at what Sunset has to offer us. Not bad. I don't know if I like it. Okay, maybe we should like finish recording some stuff before I try to, you know. Okay. Oh, my bad. Let's just do that. Wait. 14161425? Hold up. Wait. That was not the... Can we add like some... I like doing a 2. So... Hold up, guys. Let me figure out which one I want to do. Do I want to do this? I wouldn't mind doing some... I wouldn't mind adding some stuff. Uh, so like, I just want to do an add to on here, like just. I like the, okay, wait, That's not bad, but it's not the best either. Not that the C is bad, it's just kind of dissonant because it's on. I would like to add tensions, but maybe like that can be the melody. I feel like, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like we should lower the tempo to 100, right? Oh my god, I am like so bad at this. Holy shit. Y'all, I forgot how to like record stuff. Okay, let me just fix this. Because like, gosh dang. No, I think if I wanted to be at that speed, I could even make it faster. Because it's like low-key kind of slow at the moment. In that sense, because I wanted to be like... Okay, let's do 130. Yep. Okay, let's listen to that. It's still maybe a bit too fast, like too slow. Let's do 135. And maybe 3-4. Change project signature. Ah, yeah. How come it's so long? We're doing a waltz just because we can. I think I need this to be slightly shorter. Yeah. And I need these three to have like a little bit. No, wait. Oh, maybe it's just too on time. Something's not right here. Huh. Is it because maybe this one starts a bit too fast? I mean, it's true that it's like slightly... Okay, let's try this. Huh. Huh. Not sure why it suddenly feels off. But... But it feels a little bit off. Huh. I wanted 3-4-3-4. Like not... Oh god. That's annoying. I can't... Maybe I should do it in like 6-6. No, wait. Maybe I should do it in 6-8. No, that doesn't work. See, this is fine. It's here that things start to become a bit annoying and problematic. I really do want it to be 3-4-3-4. Like 1 bar of 3, then 1 bar of 4, and then 1 bar of 3, and then 1 bar of 4. That's perfect. I think what I actually want is 7-8. Yep. Look at that. It fills up 4 bars perfectly. What is wrong here? Something is so wrong here. Okay, it's gonna be a 4-bar melody, but like... It's at double time right now. If 135 is double time, that means 77 or something is the actual time, the actual tempo of this song. This is so stupid. I cannot believe myself, okay? I just have to let you guys know I can't believe myself right now. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's see. No, I'm the only one right now. I saw BTS's live that they were listening to. I saw some videos of BTS's live and the fact that they were listening to they were listening to what now? Uh they were listening to Your Idol? I do want this to continue. I just wanted to taper off more. Let's listen to that first half again. Okay, so the thing is though, this one definitely lasts a bunch of times longer. So I feel like I'm putting emphasis on the long places, like, not gonna lie. It feels like that. I'm pretty sure that's because, like, it kind of is like that, but oh well. Okay, let's try this, let's try this, huh? I have, like, no good, I have, like, no good ideas for what the... Not that. We can try roots. Oh! Nothing that I'm thinking of in my head as, like, a... as something that might make sense. Like, nothing is really making much sense in terms of beat. Like, I don't know if I want to do... I don't think it makes sense, but I like the neo soul sound. No, wait, was it Portland? Wait, let's like... We could try just doing, like... I don't know. The reason 4 on the floor is not possible is because it's not in 4/4. I mean, honestly, who said you can't make a 7-bar 7-bar turnaround, right? Like, if I do a 7-bar thing, like, it would be on the 2 and the 4 maybe, but it still sounds kind of off. I can't tell you whether this is a good idea or not. In fact, even I don't know if it's a good idea or not. So, like, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This doesn't sound that good after you hear it a bunch of times, do you? Like, it really doesn't sound that good once you've heard it this many times. If it ends up being another day or, like, week where I don't end up making anything on stream, I'm okay with that. That's not the issue. It's just it really feels like I'm like, I'm not hitting, like, what's the word? Like, uh, it doesn't feel like I'm hitting a art block or anything. Like, I don't feel like I'm blocked from making stuff. Like, I don't feel a creative block. This just feels like I feel like I'm being limited by my skill level. which is safe to say not ideal. That's not how I would want to view things. Especially since, like, that does start bothering you after a while, does it not? Like, the idea that maybe it's my skill level that's holding me back, but because, like, my ideas don't seem to be getting realized. Also, because I have no ideas for what the. Like, we could just try to find, like, a guitar or something and see where that brings us. I don't. Yeah, I don't have to do it. I mean, so it'd be like, so or like, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I don't like any of these that much. Honestly, like, very honest. Oh, that's loud. Mm. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Let's try that. Oh god, it's just so loud. It's just so loud. I don't even think, like, I can, very honestly, I can even, like... Okay, it kind of works, but does it really? Does it really work? Ah. Let's just listen to that. I mean, it doesn't really sound good now, does it? Like, I know I said I was making a very standard pop track, but now I'm realizing I'm making, like, a standard band track. It sounds like it's supposed to be a demo. Ah, I'm not happy with this. No. I refuse this. I can still do other things, it's just that, like, I felt very committed. Not gonna lie, I feel like some of this is just from a lack of real, actual, like, not that I don't want to do it, it's just like I really don't feel like doing this. But also, if I want to do, like, production stuff that is related to release music that I want to release in the future, I don't know if I want to do it on stream yet. Does that make any sense? Like, if I if I don't stream it, if I just drop doing this for a few weeks, I don't know. I feel like I'm psyching myself out. I feel like I don't really have any actual inspiration for instrumentals at the moment. Like, I keep wanting to write songs. Like, today as well, I was kind of like, I want to try different, um, I want to try different chord progressions, and maybe that's it. I don't necessarily feel like doing actual compositions. I don't feel like composing. I feel like experimenting. Those are two different things. Often I feel like while experimenting, I just sit and play music and see how that makes me feel and what kind of ideas it generates in my head. Like what kind of ideas it starts inspiring. But making something is I have to make something. Right now it feels awful a lot like I'm pressurizing myself. Like I'm putting pressure on myself to make something even when I know I don't want to actively make something. That's weird. Normally I feel very good about creation, right? Like but right now I'm just kind of like I don't want to do this. In itself that's already like an annoying thing to deal with. I say, like, as somebody who does so much creative work all the time, like, honestly, most of my work, not even, like, even outside of music, is like very, very, like, creativity based, right? The last thing that I made successfully was space age exploration. And I really had fun when I was making it. But that's the thing, like, when you do so much creative stuff and your whole life is surrounded by doing creative stuff, like, and it's just a lot of creative stuff, you have to like fill your like plate. You have to consume stuff to be able to put something out. It's the same way like a chef, they're being constantly given like new flavors to learn about. They try it and then they can implement that in their own music, in their own food. Same logic applies here. I feel like I am currently lacking in musical inspiration. Like the only new artist I've heard recently was Griff, and she's not really new to me. I feel like I'm just exhausted of listening to stuff online on like platforms like Instagram and stuff, like through reels, and I'd really like to engage with music in a different way. But it's also like I use reels because it's a nice little pastime sometimes, and I haven't really given much thought about music like seriously. It's all just been kind of like either thesis stuff or just like I haven't just sat down to have fun with it in a while. Today, while like trying to have fun, I'm still being like super serious and trying to make something. It's difficult to not do that, especially when I'm trying to make this a job. Like I want to get better as quick as possible, right? And I'm already better than I was like 5-6 months ago, so of course I'm still doing good, but I feel like I'm not ready to like produce stuff and release it, which is like all the more reason for me to actually produce stuff and release it. I'm having a lot of inertia with this. Like all of this break, I've been trying to convince myself to pick up the production hat and put it on. And I've only, every single time I think about it, like today's the day, you know, I'm like, oh no, what if I mess up my hair? This is a metaphor. When I mean production hat, I mean just doing the thing. But I'm so concerned about what's under it, like, which no one's gonna see. Like, it doesn't matter if it's bad. And I know that. Like, in my head, I know that. But when I come down and I sit down and I think about, oh, I need to, like, make something, I'm like, oh no, what if it's bad? And then I stop because I'm like, I don't want to produce something that's shit. But that's the thing with creation. You're gonna make a lot of stupid shit before you make like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like that's crazy. I can't believe somebody actually made that. It's just like you're gonna have both. You can't have just one of those. If you make enough shit in, like, if you poke enough, even if it's bad in the beginning, by the end of it, you're gonna know what tastes good. You're gonna know how to make it taste good because you've just had so much experience just messing it up. I want to skip that part. And I know that's a problem that everyone struggles with, especially in this day and age where we're sort of all surrounded by people who are only displaying the best parts of the things. And you follow people who make you like, oh my god, these are the best parts of things. But that's the thing, like, you have to be able to make shit stuff and show it and be like, okay, I made that and now let's make something else, and keep making things before you like get to this point of being really good. I am not at that point. I'm in the middle where I'm like, I kind of keep making shitty stuff. I'm not counting these like instrumentals I make, okay? I don't think it's fair because these are like, they don't really have a purpose. They're just sort of there. And I'm getting better and I'm trying to like break out of bad habits. I'm trying to stop using loops all the time and looping one thing from the start to the end and having them be like perfect little loops, right? Like I want variety. I want things to feel more alive. I feel like I do a decent job at that, but then I keep facing the same issue, which is like I keep resorting to the copy paste, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that if there's not enough variation, and the copy paste is when it starts getting not good, right? Oh my god, I really truly feel like, oh my god, like I really wanna make something by myself. And I've been agonizing over it for the past couple of weeks, especially with that thesis stuff. Like, it is so much thinking going on about making some stuff. And like, and I keep going back and forth with the idea of like trying to do a comparison between doing solo production and doing like co-production with other people. So essentially like a comparative study between, but I don't know what that would entail. I don't know how to make that work. But my brain just keeps going back to, you will have to make stuff. You will be forced to make it. If you have a reason to do it, you're gonna have to do it. And I'm gonna do it if I have like a genuine actual reason to. Other than, you know, like, oh, self-improvement. Like, it's so easy to be like, I want to improve and then not do anything about it. It's really hard to walk the talk, guys. I mean that so seriously. Like, you have to actively fight against your own bad habits and your own, like, the worst urges and your own, like, insecurity to be able to do stuff that you think would help you get better. And that applies to every single part of life. But I feel that especially when I'm trying to improve myself. And, like, especially right now when I'm trying to improve myself in something that I feel like I should be confident about already. Right? Like, music is something I should be like, oh my god, I'm so good at it, like, and not think about anything else. But like that thing of, oh, but I don't think I'm good enough. Because I see other people and I see their work and I'm like, oh no, I've not made anything like that ever. But that's the thing, they probably had a moment where they were like, saw other people's things and were like, I've never made anything like that. That's the thing that gets you, huh? Recognizing that is also important. Like, it's not gonna kill me if I'm not good at something. And that I'm okay with not being good. It's just that when it starts becoming like a public display, you start becoming a lot more conscious of it. This is, in some sense, is like desensitization therapy training, where like I'm not afraid of being embarrassed in front of the entire internet. It doesn't matter if there's no one here right now, but the fact is that this video is just gonna stay, and it's fine. I'm not gonna die from people having known at one point I didn't know stuff, or I didn't have the courage to make something, or that I was struggling. That is not a big issue. I'm like assigning myself roles, saying I should be good at this, even when I like feel like I'm not good enough. And it's okay. We all struggle. That's not the issue. Clearly, there's nothing is the issue. It's really just a matter of working itself out. If you do it enough times, it's gonna get good. Even when I think it's bad, I'm still doing pretty good. I'm above average, if anything. But that to me is like where I am at the moment. Everyone looks to be above average. I need to be better than them. I mean, yeah, the comparison is always with myself, but you can't help yourself, right? Like, it's human nature. You look at somebody else and you're like, you're doing better than me. I want to get good too. That's the thing. That's what happens a lot. I'm not immune to that. I can't even pretend to be. Like, I'm not gonna pretend I am immune because I'm not. I'm happy for them that they're good. But it doesn't stop me from looking at myself and going, why am I not like them? Sometimes. Not all the time. I don't think like that all the time. I think today's just one of those days where I happen to also be stuck in this whole thing of I want to get better and I want to be better than other people that are around me. Somewhat my peers. Some of them I'm okay. Like, you're better than me, that's fine. It makes sense. You have to be better than me for me to be like in the same room with you. Not because you're a bad person or anything, but just the positions we're both in. There's like unspoken understandings that I have about what a hierarchy looks like around me, and like that's part of it. Like, it would be really good if you were peers, but then I would not be this happy for you. I would be happier for them. People around me thriving is always a good thing. That makes me want to thrive as well. But I think, like, yeah. Okay. Enough philosophy stuff. Or not. I don't know. I still don't feel like making anything. I just feel like sitting here and, like, talking about this. It's funny, though. Like, it's hard to put this stuff into words and confront your own, like, not moral feelings, but like your own thought process. This is like one of those times where I really do recognize, and I know this about myself, but I really do recognize the root of all problems is my own lack of, not knowledge, but like my own lack of positive affirmation towards my own understanding of the subject and towards my own efforts to get better at it, and to my own, like, whatever I do know and whatever I can do. Like, I'm not terrible. I'm really pretty decent, actually, and I have a very good sense of how things should work and how they can work better and how they can make more sense. And yeah, there's something so wonderful about that. And then, you know, in that same sense, it's like, if I do know all of this stuff, why am I not reminding myself of it when I do hit these kind of roadblocks? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. You've done so much. You know some stuff, and that's a lot. You gotta encourage yourself, guys. Like, I think that's one of the biggest things that you have to do when you do stuff, anything, is always remember to encourage and support your own self. You don't know if yet other people are gonna do it for you or not, but that's not why it matters. It matters so that you don't accidentally give yourself the habit of saying you don't know something enough to be able to do the thing more often, or in front of people, or talk about it. Like, I know a lot about music, but I can't help but feed the thought back to myself that I don't know as much as other people do, and so I'm less than them. On some level, this is also a case of that. Insecurities are real. They happen to everyone. It's difficult to be, like, really, like, because, you know, most artists have some sort of pain. And yes, sometimes the best work comes out of somebody's happiness and joy, but you can't express that if you haven't felt the opposite of that. If you haven't actually been down in the dumps, in the grave, you know, like, all of that stuff, you cannot express that full high, that being on top of the world feeling, if you don't know what it's like to be in the, like, at the bottom of the bunch. That's why they say, like, you know, you have to have done it all, basically. Experienced the full range of human emotions to be able to express them, like, in any kind of art. Because, like, I always come back to this one thing that I read a while back, which is, you know, that, like, what, like, most artists' best work ends up being when they're happiest. But you can't, like, but, like, no one would have been able to, like, give you that full breadth of emotion, give you that feeling of the highest highs if they hadn't suffered and if they hadn't gone through, you know, a lot of traumatic events in their life and kept going, kept trying to hope for the better. I think that's why it's so important to, like, be able to say that. Try your best every single time and not needlessly suffer for the sake of your art. Some people really do, like, put out this, like, thought or, like, this idea that the only way you can have really, really life-changing, inspiring, and beautiful art, which is never the only goal of making art. It's not just, like, making someone feel, like, how much pain you were in, and so that they can, you know, like, feel how much pain you were in and relate to that, like, or see your suffering and share the burden, or, like, stuff like that, like. But it's also, like, share in the joy and the sorrows, in the normal, in the less normal, in the crazy and the not crazy, like, all of the everything. You can make art about anything, and I feel like people would still resonate with it because there's just so much in the world. Like, people write songs about the most random stuff, and people like those songs, right? Like, you have people who write songs about, like, squeaky ducks, and there'll be people who love squeaky ducks and will listen to a song about it. The same way, like, some people really like frogs and they'll look at art for frogs about it. Like, they want frog themed everything. So, like, I don't see why art can't be silly and fun. That shouldn't be the, like, it can be silly and fun if you've experienced the other side, because that's the only way you can really tell what's silly and fun. People who haven't experienced the other side of one feeling will never be able to give you, like, the full breadth of and like the sequence of emotions that somebody might be going through if they were, like, you know, I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like a rich in emotions versus poor in emotions comparison. It's more like, this is somebody who's been through life, who's gone through life's ups and downs, and their art will speak very differently when you compare it to somebody who hasn't gone through life's ups and downs. And they both have their merits and they both have their faults, so there's, like, no right or wrong. But, like, but the people who look towards hope and keep hope in their hearts often make the best kind of art. Not even, like, the best art, period. I feel that way every single day. The people who are, like, holding on to hope make some of the most, like, beautiful things in the world. And you can feel it, like, even when they're down in the dumps, even when it's, like, all hopeless, even when it sucks. You know, even when, like, everything hurts, they still somehow find the strength to go on. I find that so incredible. I don't know why they suddenly started talking about this, but, you know. I'm starting to get sleepy again. Oh, every single time I've had caffeine the past couple of days, I've just gotten, like, it's done the opposite effect on me, and I just keep getting sleepy. Which is very, like, annoying. It's very annoying. But I have to say, though, I feel better after having said all of that. It's nice to be able to share all of my thoughts with some, like, people. I don't know if people agree with me or not, but I really do feel like that. I'm glad that I'm able to share my thoughts with other people. Oh my god. I'm getting really sleepy. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna take off my headphones. They're, like, really distracting. I think I won't end up making anything. But I will remember Daylight Piano for future everything. For future something. Yeah. It's a very cool, like, piano. I liked it. I thought it was brilliant. I have not seen something this nice in a while. So I am very happy that I got to see it. I'm gonna try to turn off my keyboard. And it's off. Lovely. Yeah, I turned off my keyboard. And yeah. We're gonna chit chat a bit more, and then I think I will stop streaming for today, because like I am so sleepy again. It's weird when this happens because I'm not expecting it, frankly. That's all I have to say is that I'm not expecting being so sleepy. And it kind of on some level kind of sucks, because I'm like, I was planning to actually make something today, or I wanted to. Yesterday when I made my schedule, I was sure that today was gonna be a day full of like making things. But often I feel like I set up that flag for myself and then not end up doing any of that. Tomorrow I am going to try to clean around my house. I have like a few drawers I need to sort so that they're not like totally... I don't even know what to say. They're just like very like confused. That's the only way I can explain it, because there's just a lot of stuff that, oh my god, my model was having like a whole moment, huh? No, I was looking back. I didn't realize that my model did that when I turned my head like and my body a bit towards like the back and looked towards like the wardrobe that I have that's over like behind me. My gosh, that is quite funny. But yeah, you know, I'm really glad that I can do stuff like this and like have these discussions, and that nobody is like, it's not like you guys are like, oh, we don't want any of this, just keep the cutesy vibes and move on. Honestly, I don't think I'm cutesy, or not all that cutesy. I feel like I give a pleasant mix of intellectual and silly, and that's the ideal balance. Like I give like weird intellectual plus silly, and that's good. I like that. I like having the conversations about random stuff, and I also like having like the silliness of no thought, just like rando nonsense, airhead vibes. I like it all. I want it all. I love that song called I Want It All as well. Have you guys ever heard it? It's a song from a Barbie film called Barbie and the Secret Door, and it's such a good song. I want it all. I want it now. And I forgot the rest of the lyrics, so if if you're curious, go and listen to it. It's good, it's really good. It's very funny. If you watch the actual film, it gets even funnier, because like, I'm not gonna spoil it, it's a good film. Maybe we should watch Barbie and the Secret Door this month. We should watch a Barbie film. My favorite Barbie film is Barbie and the Diamond Castle. Actually, it's Barbie and the Island Princess. And like, competing for the top spot is usually Barbie and the Island Princess and Barbie and the Diamond Castle. On second, second, it's like 12 Dancing. No wait, it's the Three Musketeers plus, holy crap, Magic of the Pegasus. Yeah. Those two compete for second place. Actually, no, Magic of the Pegasus is in like third place with a different film. Honestly, I can't decide. I just like a lot of Barbie films, but my top two are always Diamond Castle and Island Princess. They're like my absolute favorites. One is about like the best kind of friendships, which is best friendships. I know a lot of people think that there should be a couple, and I'm like, yes and no. I don't really care if they are a couple or not, but I do think their friendship is what gave me such strong opinions about friendships when I was very, very young. Like, I used to really be like, I want friendships like that. like life and death. Like, I would come to you for anything. I want to live with you for the rest of my life, but not in like a romantic sense. I don't think romance was the point of it. I think it really does a good job of highlighting how important platonic relationships should be in your life. Because, like, romance isn't the be all end all of life, you know? Like, yeah, it'd be nice to have a boyfriend, but if I didn't have any friends, I feel like I'd be a lot more miserable. I need my friends more than I need romance in my life. And that's partly, like, that's definitely more, like, that's definitely 100% of the reason that I'm not actively always looking for a relationship. I also think, like, they're just so much more important to me. Friends are the family you choose for yourself, you know? I think for a lot of people, including me, if you have like shitty families, and I'm very blessed, my mom and my sister are like the best people in my life, right? Like they're like part of my inner circle. They're like super dependable, supportive, the people I would want as family, but the family I choose, that is also important to me. The family like that will, like, my friends who I share all my fun stuff with, like we share hobbies and ideals, the things, the roles that family can't fill, that usually we end up looking at romantic partners for, is why I want more good friends. Like, I have so many good friends and I share so many of my ideals with them, and I'm very lucky to be in a space where most of my friends that I work with, all of my friends that I work with, all of them share a similar dream. All of them share like same core values. And I think that's what makes friendship so important in everyone's lives. You need people around you who share like similar ideals and values to you. Because those are the people who end up influencing your life in the best ways possible. That's why it bothers me when people are like, once they get into a relationship, they kind of forget their friends, or they like replace the role that their friends used to play in their life with their romantic partner. I just feel like they're not trying to fulfill the same things. Like, yeah, romance is definitely there for affection, and particularly I think of the physical kind. I think that's the most important thing romance should fulfill, but nowadays it's kind of like your romantic partner must be able to be your best friend. I think that's such a hard role to fill. And it's hard to be vulnerable with someone you want to impress and be like pretty with. But like your best friend, you don't need to impress them. I don't need to impress Hex, that's for sure. I don't have to, because she wouldn't need me to do that. But I feel like for romance, it's like you kind of have to impress the other person to be relevant in their life, at least in the beginning. And only after you guys have settled into each other's rhythms and like started getting to know each other a bit deeper than like the like very surface shallow levels of each other's lives and personalities, can you get into the nitty-gritty of each other's, like, the bad, you know? That's why they say the things that you find endearing when you start liking someone, like their stubbornness might just be like, oh, they're just so like, you know, they're just so passionate. And like after a while, that stubbornness starts to grate on your nerves, because the things that attracted you to them can be the very same things that like make you annoyed at them. But the thing with friendship is like, I feel like friendship is to grow together. So is a relationship, a romantic one, but I don't think that should be the only relationship you grow yourself for. There's other relationships in your life that could be very worth the labor of like emotional labor of growing with someone else, or like adapting to someone else, or thinking about someone else and wondering if they also think about you. It doesn't have to be for romance. I think friendship fill all of those other areas of life that we start advocating to having a partner for. But like, that's what friends, that's why you have friends, right? Like, who are you gonna vent to about your like shitty romance if you don't have friends? No one. You're gonna just keep it in and be miserable. But you can't go to your boyfriend and crib about your ex-boyfriend now, can you? That seems a bit weird. But you can always go to your best friend and tell them about your current boyfriend and your ex and crib about literally everything. So I always think like it's not fair that romance gets such a like it's so hyped when friendship is not. And like I know that rhetoric is changing a bit in the past couple of years, or I think more recently, like for my generation of like people who are now growing into adulthood and started settling into adulthood more. um Everyone from Gen Z is now sort of like almost an adult or already an adult, and we all kind of are prioritizing friendships more than romantic relationships, in my opinion, or from what I've noticed. I feel like that's really nice, but it also depends on where you are. I feel like there's a lot of like places in the world where Gen Z get into relationships much younger, much faster, but we're also that's I think that's also because we grow up faster. I did not feel like that when I was in school. I felt like I was asking so much from people who didn't feel the same. Like we were asking for different types of friendships, right? Like there's the casual ones that you would go, like you went about like random people with, right? Like your shared teachers or classmates and stuff like that. And then there's like best friends, like the friends you would dedicate your life to and that I would do anything for. And for me, that's like there's only like a few people I could say, like not even friends, but just people in my life that I would do anything, drop everything just to go and do something for them. And like that's the kind of friendship I wanted when I was younger, and I do have those kind of friends now. But I think that was maybe too much to ask for kids who didn't understand what that meant, including me. I was asking for too much, and I can recognize that then, and I can recognize it now. And I know that's probably why I didn't have that many, in my opinion, friends in school. I felt like I didn't have a lot of friends. In fact, I felt like I had no friends, even though I definitely was surrounded by people, and we hung out, and we had fun, and we had inside jokes, and we would joke and laugh. But I wouldn't classify them as friends because they were like, I wasn't sharing everything with them. By everything, I just mean like the depths of my soul. They didn't see me when they looked at me. Man, that is so like it's hard to recognize that because I always thought it was just like I never thought that I was unlikable or not. Like I thought that for a period of time before I realized it's not me that's the problem, and it's not other people that's the problem, it's just my expectations. But at that point I really already had a very like cemented idea of what friendship should look like, and I was willing to accept otherwise. I just didn't think those were real friendships, which is like so demanding of me. But it's like it's really interesting that I just kept going that way and never decided to like look the other way. I was just like, this is how I want friendships to be, and I will continue looking for people who want the same thing as me, only to realize like just that I was just way too young to like commit, like not for me commitment, but for other people to commit to somebody as young as me in friendship. And that is talking about people of the same age. It's often that I would have good friendships with people who were way older than me, and I realized that now they understood the kind of like something what I was looking for. But like obviously my peers were not ready for the same kind of commitment, and that's so normal. I was just a very strange kid, a very mature kid. I hate saying that. I feel like kids should be allowed to act their age, but unfortunately I matured too early, and thankfully was able to carry that through in adulthood. Like I know often people like the kids who mature early stay stuck at that like at in their teens. They'll stay stuck well into their teens, into their adulthood, well into their adulthood in their teens. So they'll keep feeling like they're mature then, but once they actually grow up and reach the age that they feel like, they realize, now I feel like I'm not mature enough. I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm just right for a 21-year-old. A little bit naive. Not naive, but maybe a little bit like trying to settle into the world, a little bit like, oh, I think I know what's going on, a little bit like, I think I got my life together, but I can't tell you, a little bit of, I think I'm having a crisis. And a little bit of, oh my god, life is so fun. Just like a little bit of everything, and I think that's what you want your 20s to look like, you know? I can't tell you, I didn't have any expectations for my 20s. I was just like, I want to go to a college outside of my city. That was my biggest goal in high school because I did not want to stay in my city. And I did that twice. So that's fun. I think it's interesting that I discuss this stuff. I'm really deep diving into my young self and calling her stupid every single time. But that's okay. She was a bit stupid. But you know, when you're young, you're a little bit, you don't know enough. And what you know is how you interact, like whatever you know is how you interact with the world, and that's pretty good. Like, I don't think I regret anything in life. And I feel like that's a superpower. I don't know a lot of people who can say that with confidence, not gonna lie. Most people have regrets, but I like decided like a long time back, more than 15 years ago, I decided I don't want to regret anything in life. So I'm just gonna, not regret it and stop regretting any like action I'd taken. I just respect my younger, like my past self more. And I recognize I didn't know a lot. Even yesterday I can say like, oh, I didn't know about this, so that's probably why I did that. But I don't beat myself up for being like, you should have done that other thing. If only you'd done that, life would have been better. I don't think that way, because like current me right now is like a culmination of all of past me's everything. Every single effort in keeping me here. I applaud her for that. She did the best she could with what she had. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing what ifs as long as you know where to stop. You know? Because you can't change the past. You can only be like, I am reflecting. And that now that I know better, I'm trying to not repeat the same mistakes I've made in the past. Like, I'm trying to avoid those mistakes. I'm trying to make new ones. To learn more, to become better, to snowball into success. Because that's just what it is. Once the snow starts falling, you will succeed no matter what, guys. I believe that. Like, I also believe all of us are destined for success. So like, in some way or the other, as long as we recognize our successful life, most people are successful. It's just that we don't know how to recognize it. Also depends on what your own personal definition of success is, but the more you recognize the small successes in your life, the more easier it is for you to reach that big one that you're thinking of. You know? I truly believe that, by the way. Like, I really, really do. I think it's super important to recognize the progress that you make every single day. Even the tiny ones. Even if you woke up at a time that you said you were going to, and you only did it for 2 days, but hey, you did it for 2 days. That's better than doing it for 0 days. I have a very, very good outlook in life, apparently. I often don't feel that way, but I do recognize that I am much more positive than other people I know, and very resilient when it comes down to it. Mostly because I have learned how to, like, I've fallen enough times where I know how to get back up without feeling like I'm never gonna get back up. Like, no matter how hard you fall, no matter how far you fall, you can always get up and go back to where you were and further and further. And it's never too late to do that. By falling, I don't mean like falling from your pedestal or something. I just mean that's a metaphor for no matter how many setbacks you have in life, as long as you're willing to pick yourself back up and get back on the road, you're gonna keep getting better. So like, the real truth is, are you willing to keep looking forward and keep walking forward, or are you just gonna sit there and cry about the fact that you fell? Because crying sure as hell feels good, but after a while it doesn't even do anything. I say cry for as long as you need to, but after that pick yourself back up and start walking. I'm not even disparaging anyone. I mean that. If you feel like you're hurt by what I'm saying, I hope you feel better eventually. It's not my job to help other people's feelings, but you know, life gets better. It really does. I've had enough like falling down in life. I'm only 21. I don't know why I'm saying it like I've lived like 70 years or something. But you know, in these short 21 years of life, I feel like I've had enough falls to know that I can always get back up. And that's beautiful. I think that's wonderful. I love being able to get back up after falling. What a God given gift that is. The ability to do that, really. You know, it's never permanent. So, yeah. That is my daily dose. I feel like I didn't even phrase that right. Like, all of what I just said, I feel like I haven't like said it in the best way possible. But hey, the point is, as long as you keep walking, there's progress. Like, even if you take one step every 3 days, that's still progress. And that's good. That's better than nothing. And there's like that one quote that time will still pass. Like, no matter how much time it takes to do something, like that time would still have passed. You having done something with that time is so much better than not doing anything. And it doesn't matter if you take 10 years to do something while other people have only taken 5. What really matters is the fact that you did it and that time would have still passed. And by the end of that time passing, you've done something you wanted to. This is more a reminder to myself than other people. So, yeah. It's never too late to change your mind and do something. Really, truly, it really is never too late to switch it up and do something. To get up and keep walking. To open your eyes and decide to actually do something. Smallest things like stretch before you get out of bed or something. I don't know. Anything is possible in this world. Anything, truly. So, yeah. In that sense, it's pretty nice. Still makes me sad that I didn't make anything today because I was excited to make something yesterday for today. But, oh well. Hopefully I'll write a song tomorrow and we'll call it even. I'm done talking. My eyes are starting to feel really, really heavy. I'm a little bit... I have to get up kind of early as well if I want to go out with my friend, because like we agreed to meet at the mall at 12 and that means I have to leave my house at like 11:15. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow for whatever it is that we're doing tomorrow that I don't remember what we're doing tomorrow. So let me just really quickly check. Oh hey, we're doing Hollow Knight. We're playing Hollow Knight. Hey, that's fun. I really, really appreciate all the love and support. Yeah, I'm really thankful for the opportunity to do this stuff in the first place. I know not everyone has the opportunity to do this, so I'm very grateful that I get to do this in the first place. Plus, I just feel like being able to share life with you guys is truly nice. I know I say this a lot, but you guys really inspire me. Like, a lot. And I'm very grateful that I have such cool muses, like, as a fan group, like, as my fan group, but, like, as my fans and my audience, but also as, like, actual muses with the U, not the EW. Like, it's nice to have inspiration that is so overflowing. That feels like it's never gonna dry up, because it isn't. So, I'm very grateful for living, like, right now. The fact that I'm alive. The fact that you all are alive, and the fact that we all get to meet like this here. Isn't that something so wonderful? I will see you guys tomorrow. I feel like I'm being very sentimental today, and I don't know why that is. I think I'm just happy about existing. No matter how weird and draggy my day gets, even then, life goes on and it gets better. And this truly is proof for that. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow when we play Hollow Knight. I hope we get to like open a bank account at least and not die constantly. Good lord, it feels like so much pain when I keep dying in the game, and it just feels like why? I thought you knew me better basically. But yeah, I will see you guys when I see you guys, which is tomorrow. And then yeah, my brain's gone now, so I'm also gonna go. Bye bye now. Mwah. Remember, oh, I forgot to say this, but remember to eat well and sleep well and take care of yourselves and hydrate. Oh my god, hydrate, please hydrate. Listen, you don't just have to drink water to hydrate. You can eat foods that have more water in them. They are like, you know, like cucumbers or apples, stuff like that, that has a lot of water in it. So when you eat it, your body gets supplied with more water. That is a great way to hydrate. So remember to do that, you know, make more soupy food. Make more food, like eat your hydration, eat your water. It's good for you. So yeah. Anyways, bye-bye now. Mwah.